And we're back. I decided what the heck. I'm going to join Grog and Wizzy in some Star Citizen. I figured what the heck, might as well just keep streaming. So welcome everybody back to another stream for the evening. And we are going to jump straight into the next one in a moment because it's a little slow. So you forgive me for the black screen. Let's try this again. Come on. Hit. Why is this not updating? Dude, I could see your text popping up, but it's not actually appearing. Refresh. Disabled for live stream. Okay, that's alright. Okay, alright, I see what's going on. Give me a second. I gotta sort this out quick. Control C, docs. You see, the second I turn the stream off, I have to put in the doc for the YouTube chat again. There we go. Henry, hello. This turns down a little bit. I think I've got a little bit of feedback there. Let's try again. Testing. You just got off work, realized you missed the Conan stream, and was like, well, dang. But lo and behold, look, dude, just for you. There we go. How's that? Okay, I've done that. Let's see if the game's actually going to load. Let's see if we can join them in the game. Yeah, unfortunately, this Star Citizen slows my PC down a lot. And there we go. Okay, cool. It's showing now. Nice. All right, let me go sort out my music because that is seems a little bit loud. Cool, got that sorted. Also, don't forget to pop over to Grog's channel. Give him a like and a sub if you can. Every little drop counts, says the man peeing into the ocean. And yeah, he's starting off and he's got 3 viewers at the moment. So go check out Grog 1. It's a rogue with a G in the front, just in case you're wondering about the spelling. You know what? I'll just Control C, Control V. There we go. Tell him Weevil sent you. Notifications. Yes. Hopefully I'm on the space station. Okay, I'm going to jump into the chat now. And we can continue from there.
Pretty good machine. With a fair amount of RAM. There we go, cracked. You can play on lower level machines. The high entry level machines. One thing you do need to know, make sure of, is you've got plenty of RAM.
Lots of RAM.
Lots of RAM. They say the minimum requirements is 8 gigs of RAM. You can run it with less, but I wouldn't. You ideally need 16 gigs of RAM.
32 better, 64 great.
Video RAM, you could probably get away with an 8 gig card. One of the old 8 gig cards. But ideally you probably want to go for the 12, one of the 12 gig cards as graphics cards.
And very important, SSD drive.
There we go. Solid state hard drive to play the game off, because it is, what, 80 odd gigs?
It's big.
100.
There we go.
100.
Couple of hundred, yeah, gigs.
Not a couple, but 120, yeah. Something in that area.
Somewhere around there, yeah. My bad. And yeah, it's a lot of data for a computer to process rapidly, so solid state drive is also very
You need
important.
it. You can't drive it any other way. Normal hard drive won't do it. It won't even install.
Okay, alright, so we've managed to break this down.
Okay, now you have to check and see if the pieces are less than 10.
This is...
Am I just gonna? Sorry to interrupt. Am I coming through just in the Pisces? Am I bringing a cargo ship?
We've got the Asgard nearby.
Okay.
It has got some spare bags in it.
Okay, that was my next question. Do I have to bring us more bags? But you've got.
So we are prepared for that. You can come along in your Pisces.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you can hop on board.
Woo. All right.
Cool.
Okay,
Are you in verse already?
Yeah. You need to add me to
Alright.
group.
Yep, I'm gonna be
Okay,
doing that for
Grog,
you.
change into the lower laser, the small laser.
We'll do in a sec. Party invite sent, Weevil.
Got it.
Because then you won't blow out the rocks.
Okay. All right, fair enough.
Because you're working with around 20, below 20 SCU rocks now, and the small laser is ideal for that.
Don't forget your towels.
How long?
Towels. As in, like,
Towels.
you know, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh right, yes. Ace asked, how long have you been playing this for? What, this evening or the game? Been playing the game? Okay. Been playing the game full time pretty much for the last 2 years, with a few little breaks here in between. Wazzy's been playing for a bit longer.
This is not what I selected. What am I doing here?
And Weevil around the same amount of time as me sort of started when we started seeing the game fall into a playable
That and when I was actually able to play it on my computer.
also computer upgrades, that too. Yes. So yeah, a couple of years. We've been through quite a few updates and all sorts of other nonsense.
The horror.
The horrors, and the horrors we have yet to experience until we get to 1.0.
Of which then they'll take away all my beautiful ships again.
Yep, and all our hard-earned UEC.
Lisa.
Last time though. That'll be the last time though. Hopefully,
But with this new thing with the insurance, if I don't pay real money for insurance, then my ship might disappear for good. What's that?
No, you should be able to buy insurance in the game.
Okay.
Yes. Obviously, depending on the pay. Yeah, if it's only a three-month insurance, then yeah. As of 1.0, you'll get your first few months free, and then thereafter you'll have to earn the UEC to pay for it. All right. Okay. Now, back this side.
Yes.
I'm slowly but surely remembering my way around this place.
First couple of days was hardcore.
Do you call it a scam as others? This game is not a scam.
We've
We
had
have
hundreds of hours of actual gameplay, so I don't know which other game you can.
I mean, they are giving us what we've paid for. It's just taken them a lot longer than they anticipated to get the game to this kind of state, due to various programming and other various issues.
Yeah,
So,
like
no,
it was also explained to me. I think you explained it, Grog, which was they had to completely rebuild a new system because they realized that the previous graphic system wasn't going to work, so they had to start from scratch at one stage.
Yeah, they originally they were going to build it with Unreal 5,
Right.
and they didn't buy they actually required a license for each of the games being developed, so Star Citizen and Squadron 42, and they only somehow, in the legalities of the whole lot, landed up with only one license. So they had to then change what they had built, and they had to build a whole new gaming engine. So that was one of the biggest delays. But yeah, the thing also is that as technologies and everything have advanced, and as they've been trying to get the game out, new ideas and things have been coming in, and they've been trying to get it to a state where it is an acceptably playable game. Way too long. 2013 promised 2019, and then delay after day. Yes, there have been lots of delays. It's definitely, and it has upset a lot of players, and a lot of people have left because of it. CIG has admitted to that fault, and they've been trying to stick to the deadlines that they've been setting. They've also been trying to set more realistic deadlines as well nowadays. The basically the plan is we got 4.0, which is Pyro, and they've been updating and adding more content since then. We are now on, what are we,
0.2 coming up.
4.2 is coming out shortly. We've within the next month, and they're going to continue adding the content and everything up and building up towards the release of 1.0, which is
Next year.
well, they said end of 2025.
Nah.
That's where they're aiming for.
But as
But
you can
yeah.
tell, even we're skeptical sometimes when they say like, "Oh, we're going to bring it out now." We're like, "Yeah, we'll see. Look, what we've got already is already a fantastic game. I mean, Henry over on my side here says definitely not a scam. It's too damn beautiful and intricate, and that's for sure. I mean, I've never come across another game that's allowed me to do a quarter of the stuff that I can do in Star Citizen. For a scam, this game has got one hell of a hook to it.
That's for sure.
I mean, the amount of times it screwed me over. I mean, the learning curve on this game is ridiculous. For anyone who comes in for some light gameplay and they've never played before is in for a horrible time, a real horrible time. I mean, the amount of times I stepped outside on a planet without a helmet on, without any space gear on, amongst a few other things. This game is rough. It is really rough. But once you learn it, it's just something else. No matter how upsetting it gets, you find yourself coming back again, like some poor schmuck on a fix.
Yeah, I mean, it's verging more on a space simulation. In fact, that is actually probably the more correct term, because this isn't a game. Technically, you're not. Yes, there are missions and various scenarios that you can play that are, you know, but it is basically you versus the verse. It's you trying to survive in here, and you simulate and you doing it however you can, whether it be mining, salvaging, cargo hauling, bounty hunting, mercenary work, rescue work, piracy, hobo.
Yeah, murder hobo.
It doesn't matter. It's a sandbox. You can do whatever the hell you want to.
What's also great is it's even more fun with friends.
Friends, yeah. No, this
Friends.
game is definitely not a scam, and it is well worth the investment. All those aside, what about the price for the ships? Well,
There you go, into dangerous territory.
Yeah.
that is dangerous territory. Look, CIG has been selling the game packages, the ships, obviously to put the funds together to try and make this dream verse come true. And you can only sell so many $45 Auroras, and people are going to go, "Is that all you've got to offer?" How can you beg with a ship? Oh, well, no. You basically there are players that actually deliberately destroy their ships and don't claim them from insurance, and then land up on a station or stranded on a planet, and they just hobo around. They'll hang out at a settlement and ask someone for a lift somewhere else, and
Or they just offer their services. Somebody need a
fly
scraper.
crew on somebody else's ship,
Yep.
earn some money, and then get dropped off again wherever. So
The-
yeah, you can do the zero hobo type thing if you wish.
Yeah, it's you're just a hired
played.
hand. Hired hand.
Yeah.
You just move from one spot to another. You go wherever the work goes. And generally, you get a lot of people who start looking for people like that because they're reliable. You're not going to rob them. And you actually build a reputation amongst the players who are like, "Oh, no, he's trustworthy. We're happy to have him aboard. Yeah. No, we're going to go do some missions. We need a gunner. He's reliable, you know." And it works that way too. So,
Yeah, it's very much based around the community of players. That is, you know, what drives the universe. So that in itself, and even only with 2 star systems, Pyro and Stanton, there's just so much to do. We've been playing this game for almost 2 years. We're still freaking finding new things to do and new ways to do it.
Yeah. Or the wrong way. Multiple times.
Fucking you up a lot.
Yeah.
Definitely. Dying a lot.
Yeah.
Some
definitely.
lessons are hard to learn.
But I mean, look, some of us have bought the game like 10 years back when this was really just a pipe dream. Some of us even got it on like ridiculously low specials. Like I bought the Aurora when it was on like they had some crazy Christmas special or whatever, and that's when I bought it. That's what I could afford. I've never spent another cent on this game except for in-game currency that I have ground and generated myself. And that's the choice that I made. Somebody else will come along with $20,000 and go, I like this. I can afford this. I'm going to buy this. And that's their choice. They're not being strong-armed. Yeah, I do look at the packages myself and go, I wish I could buy that. But they're not holding a gun to my head.
Mm-hmm. What we say is the most frustrating thing in the game.
Other players.
I think the most is little glitches.
Yeah, some little glitches that screw you over in a big way.
They just catch you in the wrong time.
Yeah.
And that can be rather frustrating. And being a glitch, there's nothing that can really can do about it. It's just one of those things. But some glitches, then again, turn to your advantage as well. So but I
Not
think,
that often.
but besides the actual game, the only other thing, and I'm not trying to be nasty, but some players are a little toxic.
Hello, was he?
They have a bit of an attitude, and they can cause grief for other players in many different ways, and that can be kind of frustrating because this is meant to be a verse that we're all sharing and enjoying together. When you constantly got players blowing up your ships for no reason just because they can, that becomes a little annoying. So there is that level of it.
But the other entertaining side of that is a lot of people, when they start mentioning there's griefers in this area, a lot of people go like, cool, we're all meeting here now. Let's go. What's his name? We will find him. And then they make his life a living hell because no matter where he spawns or what ship he's flying, they will hunt him down for a good part of that evening. And they make his life a living hell. I mean, I got pirated. I was flying from one area to another, space hauling. And I got held up. I got interdicted, thank you, where they forced me out of Quantum. And they said, pay $1 million or we blow you up. And I'm like, cargo, time to call ship back, sitting around losing the mission. I was like, you know what, I'll just pay you. And I paid the guy and off they went. And then everyone was like, where is he? Where's this guy who held you up? We will find him, you know? So yeah, and then there's some people who just pitch up and just blow you up, which is not fun. So
yeah, look, in that aspect, he was playing the piracy role.
Yes.
And that is generally an acceptable way to play. You
Yes.
subdue the person, you give them the option, and if they choose to fight, well, so be it. If they choose to surrender, it's their choice. But you don't go and just blow up someone's ship just for the freaking hell of it.
yeah, unless of course you want to like
with nothing to gain.
unless of course you're flying a reclaimer and you're like, I see RCM.
Okay. But then you tell the guy, dude, I'm freaking.
It's not my fault he was sleeping at the wheel. Like, oh, I thought you were gone. You're not my bad. I thought the ship was a bad, my bad.
Yeah.
Was he? What are we doing? Where we go?
Okay, well, we're waiting for Grog to actually
To
take
break up the
instruction.
block. Sorry, and I've been talking.
No, all good.
Can't imagine with a world so big seeing any other player. We encounter other players, and not very often, but you will find someone you will cross paths with, even just cruising around, in asteroid fields like we are here. It's not a very big chance, but now and then we have someone passing by, visibly.
Often than not, you have got areas of traffic because at the moment you can only jump to a set location. You can't make your own location unless, of course, you drop out of quantum immaturely. So you will find all those places, space stations, planets, outposts. That's where all the traffic will be when people are running missions to drop things off or to clear a bunker or to pick something up. That's generally when you will bump into somebody else. But when you go out into the asteroids and you purposely drop out between point A and point B, the chance of someone else dropping out in that same location is like 1,000,000 to 1, because it's only one system and there are lots of people in it, but the distances are so great. I mean, it really does make you feel like you're a little blip. Because I mean, I've been left out in space. Actually, no, my ship got blown up and I was floating in space, and Wazzy came to pick me up, and literally he flew at me and all I could see was 1 pixel, and it took him, just with thrusters flying at about, I don't know, between 100 to 200 meters a second, took him about 2 minutes to come find me because he didn't want to, hit me on his windscreen, and kill me. But that took him like 2-3 minutes for him to find me, and that was within 10 kilometers. So yeah, just imagine how much more space there actually is between things. Yeah.
This is what I imagine is you're lonely most of the times.
No.
There are times, well, I mean, solitude in space is actually quite nice for some of us.
Yep.
We all spend quite a bit of time out here on our own, not playing as a group, doing things like salvaging and mining and things like that. And it's quite peaceful, actually, and relaxing. So, the chill aspect of the verse. But when we get together, we catch on all sorts of antics. We try new things. We have a good laugh, and so there's a bit more action and conversation and stuff like that. But I think all of us, we quite enjoy our alone time too in our ships.
Some of us just live in our ships. We're able to bedlog, and we stay in asteroids, and we just mine and just live on the ship. And we only go back to civilization when we're in a group or we have to drop stuff off or need food, because apparently that's important. But then again, there's one of those glitches that we exploit willingly, which works in our favor, which is the empty bottle glitch. So not all glitches
space almost infinitely.
Not all glitches are bad.
Okay, let's get cracking with these rocks. All right, so I have to fracture them some more, hey?
Well, if they're above 10, you have to fracture them again, yes.
Okay,
Well, I could have been climbing this bottom one then.
4 SCU. Okay, that's an 11. Okay, so this one will need to be fractured.
Henry.
I don't know how fuel works in this game, but what if you run out of fuel in the middle of nowhere, where you just leave your ship, you unload yourself, or you just quit the game for good? No. Refueling is a part of the game. There are ships that are fitted with refueling capabilities. So you can request, you will be able to request, it's not active yet, but you will be able to request someone to come out and refuel you for a fee.
It's totally... I've got a refueling ship.
You can just do a rescue beacon. Or jump into global chat and go, guys, I'm stuck. Somebody help me. Somebody's going to jump in and come and fetch you. Whether or not you'll be able to get your ship back or not is another story. You probably have to claim the ship.
Or you can SRV to come collect you.
Or you can hire an SRV or something to come and drag your ship back to a dock and refuel it. So there are a number of options. You don't have to just backspace, as we call it, and die and claim the ship. There are ways and means. Some of us have even been stranded in deep space from combat missions, accidents, and you just put out a hail. Somebody will come and fetch you. It's a good way to make friends.
Henry asks, I'm curious if there are little droids or robots that you can use for storage or armaments that would follow one around. Not yet.
No.
Not yet,
No,
but
we
I'm
don't
sure
do
they are talking about like getting extra like AI pilots. You know, you could hire a crew for a bigger ship, and they would then arm the turrets or a engineering station, things like that. But yeah, having a little bot following you around like in 7 days or something like that would be pretty fun. Laser extract. No. Oh, left out.
Oh, this one's going to be tricky. Can
I've forgotten.
No. Back off. Turn off.
Yeah, just yeah. That one's
Yeah.
gonna go.
Shit. That just spiked. All of a sudden, it was nice and calm, and then it just suddenly spiked, and I couldn't power it back quick enough.
But sometimes it's the actual spot that you go for. Spots
Oh,
actually
does that make a
also-
difference as well?
Yes, it does. You have
Oh.
certain little spots on the rock that are better suited and less suited for stuff. So you normally go around and you just, with your laser, just poke different areas to see where might be one of those little.
Oh, okay. God, that's even more technical. Jeez.
Oh yeah, it goes to extreme lengths. I don't care about that. I just kind of pick an area, try and stay on that, and then I'll do the
Okay,
laser as much as I can. But
Let's try this again.
I mean, you'll see it. If you move your laser a little bit to one side, you'll see that, oh, it's not moving as fast as it was,
Yeah.
10 centimeters to that other side. So there are certain areas where things progress more or less, or
Okay, so
and
you
that
can
just
actually.
adds to the,
Oh, all right. I see.
the real professionals. They go in and then they do the whole rock, and oh my God, I said, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to have fun. I'm just going to, if it doesn't work, then who cares? If it works, great. But I'm not going to.
Got it. Yeah, on and off. Can you explore in the ship, or you always? No. Every ship is fully interactable. Let me just quickly grab these rocks here, and then I will show you. There we go, and I need to just gather this.
Oh, how do I change modes again?
Alt and
Yeah.
mouse click. I remembered.
Yep. Ultimate.
There we go. Extraction.
Well, no, whatever turns you on.
Big ass lasers.
Big ass lasers. Okay, come on. Why are these not showing me composition?
Why don't you just go EVA and show him that you can actually go outside the ship?
Yeah,
we'll do that too.
give him some motion sickness.
We'll do that too. Okay.
I mean, even third person is great in this game.
I mean, the
That's,
simple fact that wowed
Okay.
me was that you can take your ship, fly into space, meet somebody else out there, climb out of your ship into space, into their ship. I'm sorry, there's no other game that I've seen being able to do that. Actually, there's a few that have now started being able to do it. Like, Space Engineers can do it now. But I mean, like a couple of years back, it was unheard of.
Yeah. Okay, so because I'm in one of the ship's seats, I'm able to look at the ship externally. So if pilot, in a turret, or in any other fixed seat.
and look
so
at Weevil
this-
in his seat,
Yeah, so here you can see the Argo Mole. This is specifically a mining ship. That's Weevil firing his laser there at the rocks.
Pew,
and
pew,
the other
pew,
turret
pew,
was
pew.
where I was sitting. If we go up here, we should see Wazzy. Nope, Wazzy's in the middle turret.
No, I'm in
Are
cockpit.
you in the pilot seat? Okay, let me zoom in a little bit.
It's in the dark, so maybe I'll just switch on.
But yeah, jump out and fly to the Pisces. It's below us.
Alt F4. Yeah, okay. Anyway, so yeah, all right. But let me get out of my seat quick. Do you do repairs in the back or outside? Depends on where the ship is damaged. and how it was damaged. If it was damaged in combat, generally most of your damage is on the outside. But components will be damageable once engineering and everything is fully activated. And then you'll do repairs inside as well. Right, so I've just stepped out of, here's the turret seat, that's where you go, and you can walk around inside the ship. There
Job's
are
done.
doors that will
Suck.
open and close. That's a suit locker for storing your spacesuit when you, because you can take it off. That's an elevator leading out. And then we step over this side, and there's another door here, and this is the turret that Weevil's in. So that turret is locked because he's currently.
I'm
imprisoned
climbing
in
up
that
now,
turret.
actually.
And then we go climb up the ladder to the next deck.
He said dick.
Deck.
I know what I heard.
And you can see you can walk around the ship. There's more lockers. There's bunks. You can lie down on the bunk or sit down on the bunk. When bed logging is fully functional on all ships, you'll be able to log out from the ship
Diak. That's right.
and basically live on the ship permanently, as opposed to some ships bed logging doesn't work yet.
Yeah. It's very dodgy.
Yeah, something they're still busy trying to fix. That's the ablutions in there. And then there's a ladder going... Oh no, that's onto that bunk. And we go forward. Come on, open door. There's Weevil.
Ah.
Spooky with his heavy combat armor on.
Yeah, spooky.
Mozarov. Why isn't the door not opening? Are you holding it closed? Let me out!
Every time you open, I was
taking
pushing
his-
close.
he's
There we go.
taking
Yeah.
his helmet off.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a
and,
quick drink. Here we go. Watch this.
Here's me. Come on,
Inspect.
take helmet off. Here we go. And we can pan around and give my ugly mug a good look.
When the game eventually catches up and realizes that I am trying to actually drink something. Thank you.
Yeah. Actually, oh no, my hydration is still good. I'm good.
I was actually at 90, but I have to just show an example.
There you go. So Weevil is
Hydrating.
busy getting his liquid fluid levels up. Oh, mine's at 55% at the moment. So yeah, I could do with a drink. So we will grab a drink from the backpack. We go inspect, so that you put it into your hand,
Bang bang.
and you right click and then decide what you want to do with it. And I'm going to drink it.
Wuzzy, we need another rock to break.
Let's see what we can dig up.
Wait a second.
If you want to
where's-
take your
And
Pisces or something,
when
Yeah.
we're done, we put it back in the backpack. And once we've got a couple of those, we stack them. And if you've got 2 empties stacked, you can drink from them anytime you enter your backpack. You don't have to buy drinks forever until you lose them.
Forever.
Alright, okay,
Yes.
we are
So-
sufficiently hydrated. This is the living quarters. Well, kitchenette, common room area, table, kitchenette, all that good stuff.
Okay, heading
I don't
out.
know if there- Any lockers or anything? There's normally personal storage of some form as well, where you can store stuff. Here we are in the engine room. Once engineering is active in the game, you will then come here to this console and manage power outputs, divert power, shut down systems, etc., etc. Down that ladder takes you to the middle mining turret, and this one takes us to the flight deck. And here's Wuzzy flying us around. So yes, every ship is fully modeled like this. You can move around in them. There'll be interactables inside them.
Out your front window. There we go. Oof.
Whoops! There goes Weevil, splat on the screen.
Don't turn on the windscreen wipers. And then... But now I don't see the Pisces anywhere.
Weevil's lost his shirt.
Oh wait, there it is. There's a very strange angle over there. Much
And I
further
think
away.
And I think we've long since moved away from the Asgard, which is floating around somewhere.
yeah, you're gonna have to take over control and take us to that. But I think
No, let's
that
mine more.
maybe
Let's get
yeah,
some more ore in this.
bag, and then maybe you can just grab the.
What if you leave the game for a week? Will you run out of oxygen?
No.
When you log out, you're technically in stasis.
You do vanish from the actual game after
Yeah,
10 or
so-
15 minutes of inactivity.
Yeah. But when you log back in, your ship, if you bed logged in your ship will respawn in that same location, even if you're on a different server. Server meshing has enabled us to be able to cross multiple servers around the world and log in and out and be able to interact with different groups of people without losing your location. So your ship and everything just goes into stasis while you're logged out.
Ah, I've somehow lost my wings on my ship.
Good idea. Did Wazzy bump into it maybe?
I have no idea. Maybe. You haven't moved the ship though,
I
hey,
didn't
was he?
touch it.
Yeah,
No.
that's...
I've got the engines off. So
Because I
no
came
talk
back
about
and now I seem like talking balance, and I've looked now and I see I'm missing my wings. my tips,
idea.
my tips at least. My engines are giving me talk imbalances. Oh well.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Okay, was he following you? Where we're going?
Otherwise, fly the Asgard.
No, it's well. Where is it? I don't see it.
Yeah. Okay, let me get out and you.
Tell you what, let me go with Weevil. No, you
No.
carry on looking for rocks, Wazzy.
Okay,
I'll jump
Alright,
in the Pisces with Weevil. We'll go
Alright.
get the Asgard, and then we'll catch up to you.
Okay. Well,
That way, then
sounds
we're not
good.
wasting your time looking for rocks.
We're not wasting.
Right.
All right.
Good.
Okay. Now, okay, go through here, and through here, through the living quarters. Yes, to the. Come on.
Yeah, the Pisces is an awesome little ship. Yeah, dig the little ship, throw in a hammock and a mini fridge in the back for sure.
Okay, hang on.
It's great.
I'm lost again.
Down the ladder. The elevator
Down.
is actually down already, so that's probably why it looks a
the
bit
ladder.
weird.
Down
You
the
know
stairs.
what?
Tell me when you're out so that I can.
Oh,
start
my wings
moving.
are still there.
Yeah.
Okay, they're not broken.
No, come on. Let go. Was interesting talking to you. Bye for now. Cheers, Ace, and thank you for chatting. Appreciate it. And I hope we managed to answer some of your questions.
Might see you again in the verse. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, hop in again sometime. We'll probably be doing something different.
But maybe not.
Maybe not. Keep well. Till next time. Cheers.
Are you here? Can I go now?
Where the fuck? Oh, this ladder. God damn it.
Oh, I've got the boot open. Hopefully you won't catch a wild grog in his natural habitat climbing out into space. But he's
Put that
lost.
helmet on.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Suit check. Suit check.
Please make sure you've got your
I'm
helmet
doing
on.
a visual suit check.
Thank you.
I need to get into that habit. Visual suit check. Okay.
Switch on the light, your headlight. That's the easiest way.
Right. And whoops.
T.
Yoink.
Straight down. You missed the ship.
Right. Oh, okay. There it is. Brakes.
Where we're going, we don't need brakes.
Brakes that I don't freaking slam into the back.
What are you
Ship.
doing? Just let me move away. There we go.
No, stay where you
No,
are.
I'll keep moving. I'll keep moving.
Fuck off.
And then reverse.
There we go. I mean, walk.
A wild grog,
was it?
rare and dangerous indeed.
Okay.
That's,
You're not able to. Okay, Weevil, I suggest you move. Was he busy moving? Yikes, we nearly collided there. That was close. I just saw the mole right up against the back.
Yeah. Well, funny enough, I saw something with the Idris. The back of the ship opens, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
And this guy was being tailed by another ship. They were shooting him. And the back was open. And what he did was he was moving away, and then he reversed. And he caused the ship to collide inside of the hangar. Or at least of the storage thing, blowing the ship up.
Yeah.
And the Idris was just like, Yeah, whatever, just carry on flying.
I also got talk
Okay,
imbalance.
am I gonna?
Yeah. There we go. Hop in.
Okay. All right. Let's see if we can find. You've also got talk imbalance now.
Yeah, so probably one of the rocks blew up.
Maybe.
Might have damaged. Okay.
Can't do that.
All right.
There we go.
Pebble
All
plus
secure.
systems, good. Okay. Good question. Your landing gear is okay.
Yeah, just slow down because it's got such fast acceleration.
All right. So now let's see if we can find the Asgard.
So basically what I'm looking for are rocks at 1750.
There's Wazzy.
1720 is also not bad. Those are smaller rocks, same formation.
There's a ship there. There we go. There it is.
What you're not looking for are 1900s because those are usually copper, those kind of things.
Are they too big or?
No, but they don't have the good stuff.
Right.
But you could land with Quantanium. It's just I don't like Quantanium because you've got that 25-minute window that you have to be back, otherwise your ship blows up. Threat about you. I'm not really good with that.
Asgard. Well, just look, Gore, the Rainbow Road sillies. Man, Gore would have been so cool if they'd actually like given him his actual story and shown how badass he was killing gods and stuff like that. And then they turned that whole movie into like a. There was some good, nice moments, but I don't know that they made Thor definitely into like the uber himbo. Yeah, I wasn't overly happy with that.
Okay. This is a ship, but I'm not sure if it is my ship.
Yeah, that looks right.
Yep.
Oh, right. I
Asgard.
can't look exterior while sitting.
Yep, that's the Asgard. Whoop. Whoa. Slowly does it. Okay. Let's just throttle down a little bit here. Not that much, just a little bit. Okay. Okay, we're gonna switch to exterior view. I'm just gonna...
Woo! Headbang, yeah! Woo!
Right, let's line up.
The suit, yeah, it is pretty badass. It's not my favorite one. There's another one which is like for like the industrial people. It's a heavy duty. It's a one-piece suit that you climb into with just like this. What do they call it? The Moronov? No, the Nova.
The Morozov. It's the Novikov.
Novikov.
Yeah.
The Novikov is badass. I really like the Novikov.
Bloody expensive.
Yeah, but unfortunately I've got the helmets, but I can't find where to buy the suit. Which is weird. You can only buy the helmet at Grim Hex.
Okay, EVAing over. Put the light on so we can see where we're going. It's kind of dark in the shadow here.
So this is the Asgard, which is basically just a doped up version of the Cutty.
No, of the Valkyrie. This is the big.
Oh, of the Valkyrie.
The Valkyrie on steroids.
Oh, Valkyrie.
The Valkyrie was the one that I had before, the smaller one that I used to put the Ursa in.
Yes.
Actually, a troop dropship. This is the vehicle dropship equivalent. This is the one that takes the Nova tank.
Okay.
But currently we're using it for cargo because it takes 180 cargo.
That's not bad. I thought just from the wing, the wing setup, I thought it was like the like the doped up Cutty version.
Well, yeah, I mean,
It
the
kind of has
Valkyrie
that.
is also kind of got its
Are from the same company? Are they?
Anvil, and yeah, Anvil makes the Valkyrie and the Asgard. Yes,
And then who makes the Cutty? Drake.
Drake makes the Cutlass.
Okay, all right. So yeah, the Cutlass. Sorry.
And its steroid version is technically the Corsair.
Right.
But yeah, very different in design. Whereas the Valkyrie and the Asgard are like very close.
Yeah, no, this is
the biggest difference is the engines on the wings.
Yeah.
The pivot, whereas the Valkyrie only has 2 engines on pivot, and then it's got guns on the wings, and it's got a top turret, if I remember correctly, as well.
Let's not crash into the Asgard. That would be inconvenient.
All right.
Hey,
Are
Weevil.
you?
Yo,
Weevil, the Novikov is at Grimhex
the helmet is.
or
Yeah.
Port Tresla.
Port Tresla. Okay, I'll have to go to Port Tresla to see if the
Might
body's
be
there,
like-
because it is the body is definitely not at Grimhex.
Well, it's not called armor, it's undersuit. Remember that. Novikov
That's
is
a
not
good point.
armor.
Ooh, maybe I may
It's
have
an
missed that.
undersuit.
She is in the sunlight.
To be fair, the suit looks cool. It does. I'm just a fan of clunky, beefy spacesuits. Yes, like the old 80s movies. Once again, like referencing Alien and things like that. Yeah. Also, that's why I really enjoyed... what was the movie with Kirsten Stewart, Underwater? I think it's called Underwater. That also. That was a pretty good movie. I was quite happy with Kirsten in that. She was alright. She was alright. Usually I find her acting rather flat.
Wooden.
Yeah. Alright.
Speaking of suits, you also get the arts. I don't know how you get them or where you get them or whether or not it's only on the pledge store, but there is the like original exploration suit.
Yeah.
That looks very much like just a modernized version of our current sort of spacesuit type things, bulky with a big dome helmet and stuff like that.
Yeah. Where's he? I'm coming back to the ship.
Okay.
Here we are approaching Weevil and company rapidly. We will start braking.
No.
We don't get too close because ship movements and stuff can cause...
Yes, the ship's upside down. No, dang it. The ship.
Damage.
The mall always looks like it's the wrong way around.
Let's put some light on the subject, shall we? Yeah, it took me a moment to figure out which side was up and down when I was trying to find the elevator.
I don't. Yeah, every time I look at the mall, it always looks like it's the wrong way around to me. I don't know why.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, that thing was gonna chomp me in half there.
Okay, so all right, so where's there's the Pisces. Okay, there it is there. I'm just kind of sort of drifting around these guys a bit.
The bags are, what, 60% full?
I thought it said 80, but maybe it's 60.
I've got a medium-sized rock.
Cool.
Mine-
Hopping in the side seat.
Okay, you might actually want to go into the front.
Oh damn it, was he?
laser. That's actually the heavy laser
Okay.
for big rock.
Back out I climb again.
Okay, all right. I'm going to head on back to you guys as well. It's just kind of, I know we're about 8 inches apart. I don't want to get too close to you.
And then it's this way, and then it's up here.